Hello, I'm E.D. Lewis, and welcome back to my channel, E.D. Lewis Reviews, back with another nocturnal video. Before we get started, make sure you hit that like and that subscribe button and ring that bell so you'll get notifications on my latest videos. Okay, so for this video, I'm going to do a book haul. A lot of BookTubers have been doing it recently that I've been watching, and you know, I thought it was something that was a change of pace, so I thought I'd join in, so they were my inspiration, so the credit goes entirely to them. So let's get started. So most of these books are Kindle, or at least I have them on Kindle. Some of them are, there's like one that's a paperback and that's off to the side, and I'll grab that in due course. So let's begin here. So the first book I got is The Haunting of a Duke, Dark Regency, Book 1 by Chastie, Bolin, I'm not sure, but here's the cover for it. I have not read many, I'm sorry about that. I've not read many Regency novels, just a few, and this one's just really, really washed out, but that's the cover, and, you know, I thought it'd be something interesting. It looks kind of gothic, so, but anyway, you know, it looked interesting, so I thought I'd try it out. The next book that I have here, these books have been accumulated basically since like probably September. So I've had some of these for a while. I have not got to dig into any of them yet, so bear with me. I also got, and this one I've seen a lot on Instagram, so I wanted to, you know, check it out. And it's by Josh Blackman, and that is Roller Derby Vampire Girl. There's a lot of... It's really hard to see this one, but that's a wheel from, you know, roller skates or roller derby. And a lot of these I haven't even read what they're about, so I don't know what they're about, but, you know, I thought, you know, but they sound really good, and of course I've seen this one all over. The tag says, A Girl, a Game, The Fate of Mankind. It sounds interesting. It almost sounds kind of Buffy the Vampire Slayer-like, so I'm like, yes. Okay, so the next book that I have here, this is another indie author, and this is his first, I think this is his first book, and he has a sequel to it, and I also have the sequel here too, because I got them as a bundle, because they were on sale. The new book had just come out, and there was a sale, so I got both of them together, and that is, Dylan, Colon, I'm not sure how to pronounce his name, and I'm sorry that I'm butchering it, but it's called This House is Broken, a religious horror novel. So that's the cover. Again, a lot of black, so there's a lot of reflecting. But it's definitely kind of spooky looking. I might use pictures of all the books as a collage for the thumbnail for this video. But anyway. So I look forward to reading that sometime soon. When I'm able to. Then I have, also by the same author, This House is Broken Part 2, an anti-religious cult sequel. And we see a church on fire. This is, you know, relatively new release. I think it just came out like last month or the month before, so it's still really new. And, sorry if it's so washed out. Oh, that's a little better. Can't turn it too much towards you, but... I hate that. It's because I don't have it connected, so it keeps trying to get me to connect to the internet, and I don't have it connected right now. Alright, next I have Dollhouse by John Hunt. And this one I thought looked pretty spooky. It's a horror novel, and you see someone silhouetted in a house, and so this may even be something gothic. I'm not really sure, but that's what it looks like. It's really spooky, and there is somebody up in this window you can see, but it's you know, quite spooky. It's not a very long book. It's only 204 pages. So, you know. I like shorter books. Not that long books are bad by any means. They're great. It's just that I gravitate more toward short books. Then we have this one. This is Defiance by Cherie Alsup, It's book 1 in the Wolfborn saga. I don't think this one's necessarily horror. I'm thinking it's like suspense or supernatural thriller, or maybe it's even a romance novel, I'm not sure. I don't think it is. I think it's just kind of supernatural suspense. And so it has to do with werewolves, I do believe. It's a werewolf novel. But, I mean, I would still categorize it as horror. Sorry, you're getting a lot of glare. Yeah, it looks kind of spooky. Next up, this book really recently came out, last month in fact, and I snatched up a copy of it, and it is by N.T. Morris. I actually saw this on Instagram, and I was like, ooh, that looks really good, so I kind of thought, I'm pretty sure I heard about it from, on Nikki at Dark Between Pages. She was doing, you know, new books, or it was like she was advertising it getting ready to come out and stuff, so I kind of followed it a little bit, and I didn't get it right away, but I got it shortly after it came out, and it's called Elmwood, by, again, N.T. Morris, a small town with a dark secret. Almost kind of makes you think a little bit of It, in a way, with the raincoat and, you know, small town with dark secret. You have a skull and the moon there. Yeah. So it looks really good, and I guess, I recently saw the author's post, and he said that it's getting a lot of reaction, and he's very pleased with that. So that's awesome, and it's his debut novel, so I'm looking forward to that. Now this one, I don't think, it does not have a cover. I've noticed with some of the books on Kindle anymore that I pick up, that sometimes I'll pick up recently, or fairly recently, like this one was the most recent, it does not, they don't all have covers. They show a cover in your library, but then it, you know, it doesn't have the cover, you know, when you go into it and you look at the first page where the cover should be, or where it says cover, it's the title page, where it has, you know, the author's name and whatnot. But it's the novelization of the film Van Helsing that starred, Hugo Jackson. Hugo Jackson, oh my gosh. Hugh Jackman, I don't know why I said Hugo Jackson. Is that... Who's Hugo Jackson, anyway? Is that someone's name? Maybe that'd be a good character name. I don't know. Anyway. Starring Hugh Jackman. Novel by Kevin Ryan, based on a motion picture screenplay by Stephen Summers. And, you know, this is, that's what it has for the cover, is the title page. If I went out on my in my library, I could show you it. I don't know how well you can see that, but it's right there. Yeah. Anyway. So, next up is an Eve Silver novel. It's called His Dark Kiss. I have some of these already. I don't know what book it is in the series. Come on, stop fighting with me. But this one has to do with a governess and stuff, and I guess it's been compared to Jane Eyre, and I'm like, ooh, Jane Eyre. I love Jane Eyre. It's called Lisa Jackson, who, which I think that's I'm pretty sure that's an author I've heard of. I just read any of her work. Riveting, dark, steamy, and a dark, steamy, and twisted tale. Would you stop? Yeah, national bestseller, Eve Silver, and this is it. And it's part of her Dark Gothic series. So, yeah. Like I said, I've read some of... Or I haven't read yet, sorry, I want to. I had some of her books. I think I have, like, 3 or 4 others. Oh, this is book 2. This is the second book in the series. Okay, well, that helps. So I didn't know what number it was. I got that one on sale, actually. It was one that popped up on BookBub, and I'm like, ooh, you know. So, check out BookBub if you don't already. This one is a gothic novel. It's kind of a mystery thriller horror novel, and it's called A Study in Red, kind of playing off of Study in Scarlet by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. And it's The Secret Journal of Jack the Ripper. This is actually book 1, I think, in a trilogy. It's by Brian L. Porter. And that cover is just so creepy with Jack the Ripper standing there in London. So, I think I read a little bit of what this one's about. Man, discovers a journal that's purported to be by Jack the Ripper, and he starts reading it, and that's about all I know about it, but it sounds interesting, and Jack the Ripper is a fascinating case. I think that's a trilogy. This next one's a romance novel. I might read it, closer to Christmas, or during Christmas, or the Yuletide season. And it's called A Very, Very Christmas Cruise by Ellie Pond. It's a romance novel. It's Darkwing Holiday Cruise #1. And I think this was one, I wouldn't have looked at it otherwise, but it was on sale, and so I went ahead and picked it up. But we've got a little hunky guy, I guess, is supposed to be like a werebear, and I think, if you don't know what a werebear is, it's a person who can transform, just like, a werewolf is a man or a woman who can turn to a wolf. Man can turn to a bear. And I have read at least 1 or 2 bear shifter novels, so this is a shifter romance. I think it's about a witch who goes on this cruise, and she meets, this werebear, and they fall in love and whatnot. So, like, I don't know the synopses of all these books, but I do know some. So, it's a holiday romance with a little supernatural flair. This one came out this year too. It's, I think, book 1 in a series. I think it's the first book. Maybe it's not. But I think it's one where you can read them in any order. It's called Getaway, an escape novel by Casey Cox. It's a MM romance, so it's LGBTQ, and it just looked interesting. I think it was another one I got on sale. So, with BookBub, when you get those deals, you never know what's going to pop up based on your interests, so it might be something you might be interested in, until you'll click that, and that came out this year, so it's a new release, or at least fairly new. This one I got, and, because I'm like, I can afford to get a new book that's, not a sale item or something, and it's one I've been wanting to read for quite a while. I really want a paperback, but it was just cheaper to get it this way, so I got the Kindle. Like I said, this was not a sale item, and this is Kill River, a novel of slasher horror by Cameron, is it Rubik? I don't know how to pronounce his name, and I feel so bad about that. But, it's a slasher book, and I've heard a lot of good things about this trilogy. There's 3 of them, and, I really want to read this one, so this is one I'm really hoping to get to, or that I feel inclined to read when I'm ready to read something new. I'm like, oh, I'll pick that up. So, really looking forward to that. This is one I stumbled upon by accident. I think I was looking at another book. It was actually on sale, and I didn't know if I wanted, but I was looking at it on Goodreads to find out more details about it. And I found this one was a recommended one, and it wasn't too costly. It was pretty cheap, and I don't think it was on. I don't know if it was on sale. I think it was just regular price, and it's another shifter romance. It's called Totally Spooked, a shifter speed dating romance. U.S. Today bestselling author Zoe Indiana. So, maybe he turns into a bat, so he's kind of like a vampire in a way. I have no idea. But it's a Halloween read, so I'm like, ooh, I think back in, like, July or August, I got another Halloween book. I have no idea. Maybe I was looking at one I wanted to get. I'm looking for my books. Oh yeah, here it is. This is less recent than these ones I'm showing you, but this one is it's by Brandon Bernson, and it's a Halloween novel, and it's Hillhaven Creeps and the Halloween King. So I think it's like maybe it's a group of kids or something that stumble upon some Halloween mystery. It's a horror novel, so it looks interesting. There's the boy standing in front of this spooky house with, pumpkins growing and a crow and a creepy scarecrow. So, I didn't plan on showing that one. I was just like, oh yeah, I did get that a while, even back before these, so I was like, why not? Why not show that one? Okay, only have a handful more, I think 5. 4 on here and 1 to the side. This one, I actually have 1 book by this author already, and this was actually on my wish list, and I just thought I'd go ahead and get it. It's a gothic novel. I don't know what the genre is. I don't think it's horror, so it's probably like gothic romance or some sort of gothic mystery. It's called The Witch of Willow Hall, and it's by Hester Fox. I have another one of hers on the bookshelf behind me, but I can't remember what it is, and it's back behind some stuff. But doesn't that lady right there, if you're a fan of Dark Shadows, doesn't she kind of look a little bit like Catherine Lee Scott in Dark Shadows, when she was like Josette? But it says, 2 centuries after the Salem witch trials. Okay, that has me, that gets me right there. There's still 1 witch left in Massachusetts, but she doesn't even know it. Ooh. But, anyway, I can't remember what the other one is that I have by her, and it's another witch one. But it's up here on the bookshelf. I think it's on this one. It's back here, and I can't get to it. You can see that, right? Yeah, it's on this shelf back behind these books. All right, so did I say 4 more? Did I skip one? No, okay. I have 3 more. Oh, I had 4 more when maybe I said, I don't know. Anyway, so that's the second book. This one I got on sale, and the one was on sale, and the other one was, I think, regular price, and so I went ahead and bought them together. I actually bought them separately, but one right after the other. And it's about a couple who investigate hauntings. It's part of a series called Haunts and Hoaxes, Episode 1, and then there's Episode 2, which I'll talk about in a bit. And that's Haunted by Irene Preston and Liv Rancourt. And I think this is the couple, so it's another MM romance, kind of, I think, mystery and supernatural suspense. It looks like they're investigating a haunted house or something. Maybe it's purported to be haunted. The other one I clicked on first, and this is book 2, and it's called Harrowed, and it looks like they're investigating another house. Maybe it looks like in Louisiana or something, I don't know. But it shows the couple again. Different poses, so yeah. Those are all the Kindle ones, and I have one more. I actually had seen this, the BookTubers posted some books that she got recently on Instagram, and she might have even had this on one of her video when she did her book haul, I'm not sure. But I ended up going to the bookstore a few days later or so, my local, used bookstore, and I was looking through the Gothic section, and I happened actually upon this one, and it's called The Witches of Brimstone Hill by Helen Arvanin, but it's an old one. It's from the 60s, I think, or early 70s. 1971. So it's kind of, I think, during the Satanic Panic, and it's a macabre tale of murder, mystery, and witchcraft. And it was originally 75 cents, so I don't know how much you got it for. But that's the book. This girl on the table, and there's witches around her. This video's running kind of long, which I figured it would. So Jamie had always been afraid of her power to see into the unknown, and for years had kept this uncanny gift a secret even from her family. But when a pretty young teenager suddenly vanished from the small cottage town near Brimstone Hill, Jamie could no longer keep silent. She knew what had happened. She knew exactly where they would find the murdered girl's body. Overnight, Jamie became a celebrity. She also became the target for the savage terror that had begun to spread its deadly seed on Brimstone Hill. So, that one sounds interesting, and it kind of makes you think of like some of these movies and stuff that are about psychics who that discover their power and they start helping the police or whatnot. It's only 160 pages, really short. I need to do a little repair work on it. It's because it's been loved, so a little damage on it. So, but anyway, that is my book haul. It was a lot of books, so I don't even know for sure. 14 at least, I would say. But you know, horror, suspense, romance. I don't know what other topics, you know, mystery, I don't know, so, you know. Anyway, that is my video, and I will see you again really soon, right here on my channel. So, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.